Good morning, Prep 2. Today I'm going to complete King Lear. This is the last part, okay? Part 3 is the last part. As we said before, when King Lear stayed at Goneril's palace, she showed him an angry face. And when he went to Regan, she pretended that she was tired and convinced him to go back to Goneril's palace. At this time, he realized that he was wrong. In this part, his daughters, who gave them his kingdom, turned against him and changed him from a king to a beggar. Okay, he was out of the palace, and after that, there was a storm. His daughter still refused to his followers enter, and Lear called for his horses, saying that he would rather face the greatest anger of the storm outside than stay under the same roof as these ungrateful daughters. The wind was high, and the rain and the storm increased when the old man went out to fight against them. Then the king was found in his bad condition by Earl of Kent. Okay? So Caius convinced him to enter a little hut. Then Kent hurried to Cordelia in France and told her about her father's condition. So she begged her husband to let her go to England with an army to defeat these cruel daughters and their husbands. Okay, and her husband, the king of France, agreed to this. Then Cordelia's soldiers found the king wandering about the fields near Dover in sad condition. Cordelia told her father that she had come from France to bring him help, and he asked her to forget and forgive him. Okay. On the other side, Goneril and Regan were unfaithful women. They both loved one man. His name was Edmund. Okay, and Edmund was a wicked man. When Regan's husband killed in the war, Regan had a chance to marry him. Also, Goneril loved him. Okay, and Goneril poisoned her sister, Regan. When Goneril's husband discovered that, he put her in prison. And in prison, she killed herself. Okay. In the same time, Cordelia was taken to the prison as a prisoner and killed there. After that, King Lear died, and Kent also died after his master. Okay, let's read this part of the summary in your booklet. When he realized that he was wrong, he went away and stayed in a hut. He wandered through the fields with a crown of wild flowers on his head, singing and talking to an empty air. When Cordelia knew that she was very sad and returned to him, Lear remembered her and how badly he treated her. He begged her to forgive him. Goneril and Regan were unfaithful women. They both loved one man, Edmund, who was a wicked man. When Regan's husband killed in the war, Regan had a chance to marry him. Goneril poisoned her, and when Goneril's husband discovered that, he put her in prison, where she killed herself. Cordelia was taken prisoner and killed there. Lear didn't live long after her death, and the faithful old Kent died after the death of his master. Okay, answer this question. How did Cordelia prove her love to her father? How did Cordelia prove her love to her father? When she knew that her father was ill, she came to help him. Again, when she knew that her father was ill, she came to help him. Number 2, what was Cordelia's sad end? What was Cordelia's sad end? The French army was defeated and Cordelia and Lear went to prison, and she was put to death in prison. After that, the king died and Kent died after his master. Okay, that's enough for today. Goodbye and good luck.